This is Christine here, and I am doing a short little video very slowly to show my students how to do the first line, which is called a chain of crochet. So anybody is welcome to view it, but this is just kind of a catch-up video. So I have the end of my piece of yarn right here, and of course the larger portion over here. So I'm going to take the end and I'm going to have it up at the top, okay? So the rest of the yarn goes down the bottom. The end is in your finger, and you're going to go around your finger 2 times, okay? The only reason that this matters where the end is because of which end you're going to pull in order to make it tighter. So you go around 2 times, okay? And you're holding the end between your thumb and your finger. You can also hold this piece. So I'm holding them both. Then you're going to take the back one and go over, and then you grab the next back one and you go over and pull it off of your finger. Okay? Now this makes a slip knot nice and easy that you can pull with the main string. Okay? It's the main string that moves. If you do it the other way, with the end down, it's okay to do it that way, and then you pull the back end over just like this, and then again you pull the back end over like that. Now the difference here is you're going to be pulling on the end of the string, not the body. So to make your strings tighter, you're going to have to pull the end. Okay, which makes your end longer, and for me it's just a pain in the neck when the end is getting longer and longer. It's already long enough. So we'll do it my way, and you can do it either way. It doesn't really matter. So you're going to take the end at the top. This is just the way I do it. Okay, you're going to go around 2 times, and you don't have to have a lot down here. Use what's your own judgment. You're going to cut it off in the end. Take the back circle and pull it over the front. Then take the back circle, loop, and you pull it over the front and off of your finger. Then you can just pull your finger up and it makes the tight little knot. Okay, that is called a slip knot. And I actually learned that by watching a different crochet video. So it never hurts to watch another video, another person's stuff. Put your hook through the hole, okay? Now I always take the end and I hold it between these 2 fingers just to keep it out of the way and to keep the tension on, okay? Now with the main body of the yarn, you're going to wrap it around your little finger like that 1 time, okay? So you're just gonna go 1 time. It's in the front, and then you bring it around to the front again. Then you're gonna put your first finger in there. So from the front it looks like this, and from the back it looks like that. Okay, now the reason for doing this is so that you have tension and it's not just a thread flopping around like this where you kind of go and trying to grab it and it doesn't work because there's no tension. So the other thing to remember, so we're going to wrap it around your pinky and then get your first finger in there. Now this is where you need to tighten it up just a little bit, okay, because that bit loop is too big. So we're going to tighten that up by pulling the main body of the loop, or if you did it the other way, by pulling the end. Okay, now I'm going to change where I hold the end and hold it with my left hand. Okay, now this is important because you need to control the hook and the way that you move. Okay, so this is called yarn over. Okay, oh, and I want you to have the hook either pointing towards your face or down. Okay, because that way when you yarn over, you can hook onto it. If you have it facing away from you and you yarn over, it falls off. Okay, it just falls off. So if it's pointed down and you yarn over, then you can still catch it, okay, and pull it through. That is your first stitch of a chain. And then you yarn over again and you pull it through. Okay, this is a chain. This is your first step of almost any piece you're going to make. Yarn over and pull it through. Now, what I want you to notice here is that there is a V, This is a V, one right there. That's your first stitch. This V is your second stitch. This V is your third stitch, okay? So every time that you yarn over and pull it through, okay? And as you can see, my yarn comes up a little bit, okay? Because if you're holding it really tight, okay, if I'm holding it tight and I yarn over and I pull through, then I can't, I'm on top of my finger. I can't get the next one. So loosen up just a little bit and then, you know, stretch your fingers out, and that makes it a little bit looser but tight enough that you can still yarn over. And another thing you can do is pull your first finger back, and that moves this piece right here. And that gives you enough room to yarn over and pull through, okay? And sometimes I move my little finger like this, and so you'll see a lot of hand movements that you can mimic. Now, there's another thing to watch for. When you yarn over and pull through, you want your stitch to be about that big, okay? If you pull it tight, then you can't get it through next time. If you yarn over and try and pull through that tight stitch, it doesn't want to make it, okay? On the contrary, if you have it too loose and you yarn over and pull through, it just looks kind of messy, okay? So if I have this right here and my stitch is going to look kind of funky. So I've got this stitch here, which is done correctly, this V, and then this V is massive, okay? Can you guys see that? So you don't want to do it too huge. So we'll undo that one, okay? And then tighten this one. It's that easy. If you need to undo something, like if I went back here and I said, oh my gosh, this stitch right here is too tight or too loose, all you have to do is pull and it comes right out, and all of a sudden you're right back to where you need to be. And that is very cool. And you stick your hook through the hole again, put your fingers the way I told you, and then yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. So typically we do this 15 or 20 times. It depends on what the pattern calls for, or if you have no pattern, then you're going to do kind of, yeah, you can create your own. I'll show you how. We're going to learn a couple of different stitches, okay? So let's count how many stitches we have, because I wasn't counting, I was talking. So this is the top, okay? There's your V's, and oh, there's your V's, I'm sorry. This is the back, okay? So the back has one stitch right here, okay? And the front has the 2 stitches, the V, okay? So we're going to count the V's. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, and then 16 is the one I'm in right now. So the way you turn, okay, so when we're crocheting, I'm going to get my fingers in the right position again, make that loop smaller. I only pulled it out so that we could not lose it, so I wouldn't accidentally pull it. When you turn, because I've been holding it like this, right? Okay, so when this is for the first row, when you turn it, you're going to hold it like that, okay, with the V's towards you. So this is the first V right here, okay? You never want to go in that one because you have to have room for it to go up, okay, on your stitches. So you always want to go into the second, or you follow your pattern. So you're going to yarn over, sorry, that's a different stitch. You're going to go underneath the back only one of the stitch, okay? This is just one stitch. You can also go through 2, but it's kind of confusing to leave just that one on the back side. So the way I'm teaching you this time is to go through just one, and that's going to be the top one, okay? So when you yarn over and pull it through the V, that's half of the V. And you see how big this loop got? So I'm just going to pull it a little bit, make it a little shorter, okay? Then you're going to yarn over one more time and pull it through. That is what's called a single crochet. Now, this is the one we worked into, so the next one is right here. We're going to go in the top one, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, and pull it through both, okay? And we're just going to keep doing that all the way through. And I'm just pulling some extra yarn out because I don't like having it bunched up like that. Okay, here we go. We're going to go in the top of the V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and in the next one, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's correct. Then I'm going to do it wrong because you need to know what it looks like and how to fix it if it is wrong. Okay, so I'm just continuing to go through the top only, okay, of this V in every single stitch. You don't want to skip them. I'll show you that too, what it looks like. All right, so now we've come to the end of that second row, and you can see it's all straight and even and beautiful. Okay. Now your V's are again on the top. Every single V right there. Okay. So I am going to stop this for the moment, and I'll be back after I teach another class.